Good morning, guys. Welcome back to another video. I'm here today in North Carolina, about to go pick up a load right around the corner. But first, let's make this left turn. Looks like her bus is broken down. And yeah, let's turn. But today is supposed to be one of the hottest days. Here in North Carolina, it's like 110 degrees. So definitely not looking forward to it. But most of the time, man, I'm just gonna be in the truck. I'm gonna turn up the AC. But for those that are working outside in this heat wave, wish you the best of luck. The shipper should be. It is this building right here to my right, but I'm pretty sure it should be the next entrance. Yep, right there, shipping and receiving. My appointment was first come, first serve, so anywhere from 7 o'clock to 3 o'clock. And I came here first thing in the morning. Got myself set up right here. Looks pretty good. And just pull these brakes. I got my truck and trailer clean, but coming to North Carolina, I think it got a little dirty again, so I probably got to get it washed. But yeah, let's go in and check in. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Are you picking up?
Yes, I am. Yeah, 680-249.
Where you headed to?
Lockport, Illinois.
Can I get a one?
Okay. Door 2?
Yep.
You know how long or no?
Like 30 minutes.
Okay, thank you. Super nice lady, but let's see how true it actually is. She said 30 minutes to load me up, so that's what I'm gonna hope for. But yeah, let's open these doors up and back in. All right, guys, just backed in, and they already started loading me. She said it's going to take 30 minutes to get me loaded, so let's see how long it actually takes. But this week in general has been probably one of my most profitable weeks when it comes to running my own trucking company, because, I mean, last couple months, really good, right? No complaints. But this week in general, I took a load Monday. So 2 days ago, going from Chicago to Greensboro, North Carolina, it was posted for $3,000. I also posted on my school community saying if anyone wants to take that load, they can take it, because I was not planning on working on Monday. But the load was still posted on the load board. I ended up sending their broker an email, and they had it posted for $3,000. I got it booked for $3,400. So a really probably one of my highest paying loads going from Chicago to North Carolina. And then today I found this load from Greensboro, North Carolina, back to Chicago. The RXO had it posted for, I believe, $2,200. I ended up sending an email for $2,400, and we got it booked. The North Carolina market is pretty hot, so the loads are all going for $2,400 to $2,600, going back to Chicago and dry van market. So again, if you're someone that wants to start their own trucking company, you're someone who wants to learn how to book loads, dispatch yourself, where to find loads, and basically all that stuff that comes with running a successful trucking company. I teach all that in my school community, so you guys can click the link in the description and go to the website, give it a shot, see if it's something that you are interested in. But other than that, man, I'm gonna sit here, wait for them to get me loaded, and then I'm gonna head back to Chicago. If you guys want me to break down how much I made this week by the end of this week, I can do that, because like I said, again, it will be probably one of my most profitable weeks in a very long time. and I'm just grinding, man. The market is really, really good. North Carolina rates are paying like $4 or $5 a mile. Chicago rates are paying $4 or $5 a mile. And overall, in general, the fuel rates are coming back down, and the trucking market is looking really, really good. And hopefully, it stays like that. But yeah, let's wait for them to get me loaded, and then we'll continue from there. All right, guys, so I'll load it up, and props to that warehouse for actually getting me loaded very quickly. But while I was sitting there getting loaded, I was reading your guys' comments, and one question that keeps coming up is it the right time to become an owner operator? Is it the right time to join this trucking industry? And one thing I want to tell those people is that there's actually never a right time or a wrong time to join this industry, because let me give you guys myself as an example. I joined this trucking industry when the rates were almost $2 a mile average. So today it's around $4 a mile average. But when I joined this industry, when I bought this truck, it was around like $2 a mile, sometimes around $1.80 per mile, right? A lot of people were selling their equipment. A lot of people were looking to get out of this industry. And the dealer himself even told me that, are you sure you want to buy this truck? The market is really, really bad, and a lot of people are selling. Nobody's really making that much profit, and everyone's going back to becoming a company driver, because that's where you were making more money than being an owner operator. And I told them, I was like, yes, bad markets happen. It happens in every industry, not just the trucking industry, right? And that's just part of the business we're in. One of the reasons I still went with starting my company is I had very low expenses. I was living below my means, and also I eliminated all my debt. So I paid off my credit cards, and I got rid of my student loans. And that's why I always tell people, just have very low debt, your personal debt, right? So when you do start your trucking company, when the markets are bad, what happens is that you're still able to survive and thrive in bad markets. Because where most of people go wrong is they're still making money in trucking when they start their company, even in bad markets. It's just not enough to cover their personal expenses, and that's why they have to sell it, and that's why they have to get out of this industry. You can easily, even in bad markets, make $2,000 a week, and in good markets, what you can do is you can make around $4,000 to $5,000 a week. And when the markets are good, what you can do is you can put away a little bit of that money aside for when the markets get bad, and then you're able to survive the bad markets. But back then, when I started my company, when the market was bad, I was making close to around. Before you guys continue this video, if you're an owner operator or a small fleet, then you already are aware of how messy the paperwork side of trucking can get. Receipts, expenses, fuel, mileage, trips, and IFTA records can end up spread across your phone, notebooks, spreadsheets, and fuel portal apps. And that's why I want to thank TruckTally for sponsoring this part of the video. TruckTally is an app for truckers, and basically truckers can use TruckTally to keep their business organized all in one place. All right, so now let me show you guys. For example, you can scan and upload a fuel or expense receipt, keep it tied to your business records, and review everything later instead of digging through photos, notebooks, or spreadsheets. Makes everything so much easier as a business owner. And the web app gives you a larger workspace to review records, reconcile fuel purchases, and prepare cleaner records for tax time and IFTA review. Even if you use an ELD or fuel card, you're able to directly import your mileage CSVs and fuel card CSVs, and you can review those records, receipts, expenses, and then when it's time to export for IFTA, you can able to keep everything in track in one place. TruckTally is very useful if you're someone that wants to stay on top of your numbers instead of waiting at the end of the quarter or at the end of the tax season to find out what your numbers are. So you guys do check out TruckTally. It's now available on the iPhone and Android. I'll leave a link in the description, also in the comments below. So now let's get back to the video. Back then, when I started my company, when the market was bad, I was making close to around $1,800 to $2,500 a week. And now when the market is good, I'm making anywhere from, depends on the week, right? Like this week is very good, but anywhere from $3,000 a week to around $4,500 every week. It just depends on the week, but what I like to do is just get rid of all debt, live below your means, and then you're able to survive and thrive in good markets. And bad markets, you're not really stressed out too much. Also, if you want to become an owner operator, I think you really have to be good with numbers, because the business side of trucking, you're always dealing with numbers. You're dealing with your cost per mile, you're dealing with booking loads, you're dealing with sending invoices, you're dealing with profitable lanes that don't make that much money, and you're always dealing with numbers, right? If you're someone that's good with numbers, I think you will do very good in this industry. And also, you got to know how to do your cost per mile, right? If you don't know what your cost per mile is and you're booking loads out there for $2 a mile, $2.20 a mile, you don't even know how much your profit will be. Let me give you an example, right? Most of the people out there with a truck payment, trailer payment, their cost per mile will usually be around like $1.20 per mile to $1.60 per mile, right? That's basically the moment they move their truck is gonna cost them $1.60 per mile every mile, right? That's expenses. So if you're booking loads for $2 a mile, then your profit is only 40 cents a mile, and that's way below even a company driver. Where a lot of people go wrong when they become owner operators is they're like, oh, I have to keep moving, right? So even if I take $2 a mile load, it's okay because I'm moving and I'm making money. But what they don't understand is the more you drive the truck, the more miles you put on it, and the more wear and tear the truck will take on, and the more your maintenance costs will go up, and it will eat away from your profits. So your goal is to not move the truck as much, but your goal is to always find highest paying loads. And I mean, still move the truck, do like 1,600 miles, 2,000 miles, 2,200 miles, right? But always try to negotiate the highest paying load, not just take whatever's out there. And that's how you will become profitable. And you really have to start thinking like an owner operator and stop thinking like a company driver when you join the business side of trucking, because your goal should always be trying to book the highest paying load for the least amount of miles and keep your average rate per mile above $3 or even $4 per mile, and still averaging around 1,600 to 2,000 miles a week. And that's where you will end up bringing home around $3,000, $4,000, and sometimes even higher profit every week. So yeah, let's keep driving. This whole drive has been pretty good. I don't know if it's because of the heat wave, but not many people are on the road. One more thing I want to say for those who are wondering if it's the right time to become an owner operator. I think buying a truck and a trailer is not the only thing you have to worry about when it comes to becoming an owner operator. You really have to understand how to book loads. You have to understand how to negotiate. You have to understand operating costs. You have to basically understand paperwork side of trucking as well, because now you're not just a driver, you're a business owner. And for you to become a successful trucking company owner is to understand all those things along with driving your truck as well. Because when it comes to growing your fleet, you have to start with one truck. You have to be good at that, bring in a good amount of profit. And if you are good at that, then it's pretty easy to scale your trucking company. It's pretty much the same formula that you can apply to your second truck, third truck, fourth truck, fifth truck, right? It's not rocket science. But when it comes to trucking, man, you should look at the long term rather than short term. What I mean by that is, look at the 5-year or 10-year mark. There might be some months where you're not as profitable as you want to be, but if you take out the average for 5-year or 10-year mark, then you're pretty much gonna end up making anywhere from $200,000 to $300,000 every year, and sometimes even $150,000 a year with your own trucking company, own authority. And you have to book loads yourself, because paying someone 6%, 10% in dispatch fees, you're pretty much paying thousands of dollars every month, and that could be your money. So it's all about how good you are at running a business rather than how good you are at driving when it comes to becoming an owner operator. If you're someone that's business minded, and I think you will be very successful. And for me, 2026 has been probably one of my most profitable years ever since I started my trucking company. I already made almost in 6 months what I made already. That's what I made in the whole 2025. So I still got another 6 months to go for the year till it ends, and it's looking very, very good. So for me, 2026 has been very good in the trucking industry, and hopefully the future continues like this, and the rates continue going up, and fuel prices keep going down. But I'm about to stop for some fuel, guys, and then fill up these tanks, and maybe keep driving or maybe stop. I don't know. Let's see how I feel. But yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying the video. Let's see what this truck is doing. Yeah, man, if you guys are new to the channel, just hit the subscribe button, like the video, and also if you guys want to run a successful trucking company, go check out my school community. I'll leave a link in the description. But yeah, the weather is still very hot, and yeah, let's get some fuel. Alright, they don't seem that busy, and the fuel prices are less than $4 a gallon on some diesel, man. Rates are climbing, fuel is coming down. It could not get any better. So again, I want to say, if you're looking to get in this industry, you have to decide that for yourself. I cannot tell you if it will be good for you or bad for you. You just gotta know exactly what you're getting yourself into. And if you know what you're getting yourself into, you're still confident enough, you still think you'll do good, then get in. If you're someone that's not good at running a business, then don't get in. It's not for everyone, and maybe a company driver will be better for you. So the answer is different for every single person. But yeah, once this guy moves, I'll get some fuel. All right, guys, just filled up some diesel. My appointment is tomorrow around 3 p.m., so I got plenty of time to make it. The plan is to just drive for a little bit longer, probably around like 30, 40 more miles, and then find a spot to park at, rest for the night. This week is looking really, really good. What I'm thinking is probably by the end of this week, so tomorrow, what I'm gonna do is probably take another load going to Indiana, then another one coming back, and maybe another one as well. So probably 6 loads this week. What I'm thinking is I want to break down my weekly pay, because like I told you guys early in the video, this is probably one of my most profitable weeks since I started my own trucking company, and I just want to share that with you guys and let you guys know what the numbers are. So if that's something you want to see, let me know in the comments below. But right now, I'm gonna keep driving, and yeah, stay tuned. Let's get this load delivered. All right, guys, just made it to the receiver. It's the next day. What I ended up doing was I ended up going home because I thought my appointment was actually at 2 o'clock, but in reality it was actually at 5:30 p.m. So I misread. So what I did was I just went home, and now I'm here at the receiver. Let's see what this guy has to say.
It's gonna go around the building to the other side.
Okay.
It's gonna be in the middle. It says receiving above the door. You just put on.
All right. Thank you. All right, guys. Just checked in. He told me to go around the building. All right, let's go into the receiving, man. This is an easy load. It was light and it was only like 700 miles. So let's go in and give them the paperwork.
Go to door 64.
Okay. You want me to break the seal?
No.
Okay.
You're gonna leave 5 feet of space. You're gonna wait for your unloader to call you to the back and they'll
Okay.
break it in front of you.
Door 64, which is right there. Lots of space, so it should be easy back. Good thing I asked her that should I break the seal or not, because she didn't say anything herself. That's why it's always good to ask rather than assume, because majority of the warehouses, they say just break it and back in. So it's always good to ask, but let's back in. Hopefully they are quick to get me unloaded. But one thing I gotta say again is, good thing I did not break the seal, because the lady in there when I was at the receiving desk, she basically said you can back into door 64. What that means in this industry is you basically break the seal, you open the doors and back in. Good thing I asked her that should I break the seal, and she said no, just back in, put like 5 or 6 feet of space between the truck and the door, and someone will come out and verify the seal. So if you are new to this industry or you're looking to get in, just always just ask them, should I break the seal or not? Because I don't know if she was trying to make me break the seal and then reject the load. Who knows what her intentions were, but that's where experience kicks in, right? You ask them, like, should I break the seal? And she said no, just don't do it. If I was new, I would have automatically thought, when she told me to back in the door, break the seal, open the doors back in. So again, just always verify. You don't want to end up getting your load rejected, and now you're sitting the next couple of days trying to figure out. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, like the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.